Hi, I'm Mike Deming, host of Sportsman's News Television. On this episode, we're in Sitka, Alaska with Scott McLeod and Alaska Raven Guides. We're here to brown bear hunt, so stick around. It's going to be an exciting show.
It's not a physical hunt. It's a fun hunt. So enjoy yourself. It's a lot of time. It's a once in a lifetime for a guy. A normal day is to get up and have breakfast, whenever you guys get up. And then after that, I might check the grab lunch, just look around a little bit, have lunch about 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and then we'll come out and we'll hunt until dark. And then we come back and maybe have a soup.
So you pretty much pick a bay that you're going to be in for that
Maybe
day.
for that day.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Getting real right now. Dropping the skiffs in the water. Means we're in the hunting area. You want to spin? For some road hunting, Alaska style. 2 hunters, 2 skiffs, 2 guides. Only thing we're missing, 2 bears. Basically, I think what the deal is, you drop the skiffs in here because we are in the hunt area right now. So the situation is we're spotting from the cabin here, looking at all the beaches. The green grass starts to come up and those bears will come off of the mountains from hibernation. This is the first hunt. So the scary thing about this hunt is when you book this 2 years in advance, you have no idea what's going to be the case as far as weather goes. We've got a real good opportunity here because the winter basically broke early. Same situation last year when Mike Schaefer was here and they saw 55 bears. That's way over the top for what we expect to see on this first hunt. But traditionally, you'll see some of these really big bears on this early hunt, which is why I like to book this hunt. We're trying to kill something that's, 8.5 foot plus. I'd love to break the 9 foot mark. Haven't got that done. But we're in the hunt area. We've got the skiffs in the boat in the water. We're going to continue motoring to where our prime destination is. Scott's been guiding here for decades. So he knows designated spots where he's traditionally going to find bears. We're going to motor along, but we can see a bear here at any point in time. So we've got skiffs in the water. All I got to do is grab a gun and jump out, try and get close enough for a shot. Brought my trusty 26 nozzler. That's right, I know everybody's bear hunting's 375s or bigger. They want big bores. I'm a little bit recoil sensitive, and I shoot that 26 nozzler real well. I've killed everything I've shot at with it. We're gonna try and punch him right behind the ear, turn his lights out. We get anywhere inside of 500 or 600 yards, it's definitely over for that bear. So, it's gonna be a good 10 days here. with Alaska Raven Guides. We've got Scott McLeod as the head guide, outfitter, and his son Dustin taking you to it. So we're gonna have a great trip here for the next 10 days. Best part of it, you get to come back to the boat every night, get dried off, have a good meal, sleep in a regular bed, and if need be, take a shower. There's just nothing better than being able to brown bear hunt with those things set up. Way better than doing it in a tent. Once you get wet in a tent, you're wet for 9-10 days. I don't like that anymore. I like this. Let's go bear hunting.
Well, we made it to our destination. Camp right around the corner. Got the old DT long range ammo out here for the 26 Nozzler. We're gonna box going out at 200 yards. We're gonna put a smackdown on it. Make sure that TSA, as much as we love them, they didn't mess with my gun. Everything made it fine. All the baggage handlers were good to my rifle. You shoot a bear up here, if you draw blood, you're done. So we want to make sure when we pull the trigger, it goes right where we want it to go. So clean the rifle, we need a good fouling shot, and then we'll shoot a couple for group. Make sure we're good to go. Put the hammer down. Perfect. First bear. Day one bear.
He's stuck way up there now.
Yeah. Pretty good bear.
Huh?
Pretty good bear.
You got any rub on him or anything? No?
Can't see him from that side. Gonna go that way, it looks like.
What's the deal for you?
What do you mean?
I mean, are you looking for? I mean, if it's 8.5 feet, are you?
He's 8.5 feet. And he's good. We get good film on it. I'll shoot it. I think he's probably close to that.
Might be, yeah. I mean, it's up to you what you want to do. Here's the deal. The tide is going out quick.
Yeah.
So let's go over there and see what the wind's really doing.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
You know, my rule of thumb is anything that's 8.5 or better.
Yep.
If he's going to be in
I
that
can't tell if this distance.
I can't either. I can't see through your scope.
Well, we're second day of hunting here at Alaska Raven Guides. Yesterday when we were here, we had really pretty decent weather, had a little bit of rain, some sunshine. At about 8:20 last night, we saw a boar come out across here. We weren't able to tell if he was, a real big shooter. We thought maybe 8.5. So we're gonna sit up here, plus the weather's horrible, it's real choppy, hard to hunt out of the boat in glass. So we're gonna sit here till dark. Dark's about 10 o'clock. See if that bear comes out or another one. We got a lot of ground to cover. We got one of our other hunters, Kirk Warner, who's back in the back end with Dustin. So great bear hunting, and they're starting to come out. Those guys saw a sow and 3 cubs yesterday, and we saw 1 boar. So first day of hunting, total of 5 bears, not bad. Hopefully today's better with getting a shot done.
crossed the creek and went over to that side where that green was at.
Yeah.
I don't see him right now.
Maybe those guys. Maybe you'll keep walking around those guys.
Walk around.
They'll get a chance to look at him. Well, we spent the last 5 hours sitting on the beach, spotting. We did see one bear up here, and we saw another bear down there far away. Didn't get any video of it. Both looked like they were fairly small bears, but we got about another hour to go. We're gonna go run the boat up, see if we can find something to shoot. Rainy, wet, nasty, southeast Alaska. It's when you're really thankful you got a boat to go back to and get dry. Let's hope we get a good last hour. Well, we just got set down here not hardly 10 minutes. Lo and behold, about a mile away, I picked off a sow and 3 cubs here, so they're going into the wind, safe for them. She's got some babies to protect. I'm getting them some action here on the phone scope, pretty long ways away, but that's great for the bear population. That's the second group that our team here has seen. We've seen the group the other day that had 3 cubs, so pretty exciting. We just need the boar, so. Well, into the third night, running out of daylight here. We saw the sow and the 3 cubs early at our first sit, but nothing else come out. We're kind of tucked back in here out of the wind, but out there, still 35 mile an hour consistent, big waves. I don't know, just not a good night for bears for us, but that's why bear hunts are 10 days long, so maybe tomorrow. Well, day 4 here, Alaska Raven Guides bear hunt. We got a little bit better weather right now. We can only hope that it does some justice. It's been raining and blowing all day long, but we're not out there yet, so we'll see what's different. Hopefully today we make it happen. I'm gonna go do a run around here. Maybe this day is something that those bears are gonna enjoy as well. Early, we don't usually leave until around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon to go bear hunt. I'm gonna go pull a crab pot and look around, see what we see if we see any sign of any bear activity in some of the rivers. Tonight's been one of the best nights we've had for bear hunting as far as weather and everything. The way you hunt bears here in southeast Alaska, you can obviously see that there's timber from almost to the top of the mountains all the way down to the ocean. So you've got to wait for those bears to come down to the edge of the beach here. They're out to eat these different types of sedge grasses and stuffed mussels and bugs that come up onto the ocean here. So if they don't come out of the trees, you got no shot at them. So we're either riding around in one of the skiffs, covering a lot of ground, but you can't look very far away at that point in time if you're looking for a dark blob on one of the beaches and then trying to get close. This is really good setup here. We can see probably 7 or 8 total miles of beaches with optics and spotting scope. Unfortunately, nothing's come out yet, but it's just 8 o'clock right now. That's what we call bear o'clock. From 8 o'clock till dark is about our best opportunity to get a chance. That's when the big bears have a tendency to come down. We've seen bears every day so far, just not a shooter. Day 4, we get tonight, another 6 days. Hopefully it happens. Hopefully it happens tonight. Well, day 6 here, Alaska Raven Guides. We're on our perch for the evening. We can see about probably 4 or 5 miles of beach here. Scott's just on the other side of the point here. He's watching this back area here. We saw a bear last night, about an 8-foot boar. Gave him the pass. That was obviously day 5. Between us and the other hunter, Kirk Warner, we've seen a total of 20 bears. So they're starting to pop, starting to come out of hibernation. This is the first hunt of the season here. So we're basically the first 10 days of May. So 5 more days to go, Cinco de Mayo. I think this is the day we're gonna kill our bear. So hopefully luck's with us tonight.
Mike, I don't know if you, can you make that shot? From here, from that point to there?
Not with that full wind.
The only thing I think is maybe
Get over there and get in the trees and go up. Wind's good. Let's do that. It's go time right now. We got a big bear. Shooter, I don't know how big, but he's 8.5 plus. We made a decision. We're gonna go down here, get the wind in our favor. Hopefully he comes out where we can get a shot. Game on, baby. Let's go. Saw him, hoping he comes out here. We got about 50 minutes before we're out of camera light. Hopefully he comes out between now and then. Problem was there was a little bear here that was about a 7.5 footer. He spooked him, and I'm not sure that little bear, when he ran off, maybe spooked that other big bear. Just never know. They're bears. Going one way and then change your mind, go another direction. Makes no sense. So we're day 7 here, brown bear hunting. We're right where we were last night, right at dark. There was a boar and a sow here. We could have shot them. We're like 270 yards. Camera couldn't get it. One of the joys of camera work is I'd to be able to capitalize on that, but sometimes bear hunting, that's just the way it is. They come out late. We're hoping it comes out early, but if we get late again tonight with that same situation, we'll probably pull the trigger on it. It's gonna look like a big old black blob or two. So we'll see. We can only hope we come out an hour or two earlier and get it done. Waiting game. We're about 1,200 yards right now, which is a little bit too far to poke at, but we're going to go a little closer and see what we can do. Decision at game time whether we're going to pull the trigger on him or not. I'd shoot him with 26 nozzler. Boom. Just calm down. Well, Scott got up there close, put the finishing touches on him. Looked like 2 shots, so yeah, got her done. 463 yards, I think, was my last range on him, and I think he moved a little bit farther away. So 26 nozzler, double tap ammo, 127 grain Barnes bullet, goes Alaska, goes brown bear down, drops in his tracks. Take a second follow-up shot, we'll see where we hit with that one. Careful, there's some big rocks in here. Woo! Yeah, buddy, look at that.
I gotta pick the dog up while he's sitting down.
Cool. Chamber's clear.
Okay. Nice seeing you.
Thanks, bud.
Got her done, that's a view. Look at the height on it.
Height is yummy. Look at that. Yeah. Wow. What whopper. Look at that. Pumpkin head! Wow. That thing is a toad. Holy cow.
I knew it. I was telling you.
Holy smokes. Well, look at the pumpkin on that dude. That thing has got a face on it. A little bit rubbed right there on the forehead, but it's starting to rut. We saw a pretty big bear. Could be this guy. He's right at 9 foot, maybe a little bit better. We'll check it out when we get him squared. But I will tell you one thing, this guy is an absolute slob of a bear. and I couldn't be happier. Anybody who knows me knows brown bears are my nemesis. Spent 54 days in the woods before I killed my first one. My 4th trip. My second one took me 9 days. We're on day 9 here. Just had to change our flight so we could hunt an extra day, and got it done. So, you know, Scott was persistent saying, let's stay here. There's good bears. We always kill good bears in here in the spring, and he was absolutely 100% right. This is a great bear. Anytime you can kill a bear that's this big, got a coat that looks like this, and oh my goodness, what a pumpkin. Could not be happier, man. These guys run a great operation. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Sportsman's News Television. Tune in next month. We'll have another great show for you.